This video is sponsored by Protonmail. With Samsung's latest and greatest already shipping, and many earlier devices available at a significant discount, it's a great time to pick up a new Android phone. So let's jump into our picks for the best of Android in spring 2020. The Galaxy S20 Plus exists in the Goldilocks zone between the humongous S20 Ultra and the diminutive S20. It has Samsung's smoothest, most beautiful screen technology to date with 120Hz, 5G connectivity as standard, including the all-important wideband millimeter wave support in the US. And although it lacks some of the photographic tricks of the Ultra, the S20 Plus still has a fantastic set of cameras with improvements in low-light, telephoto and portrait shots. There are bigger batteries this year too, with a 4500 mAh cell in the S20 Plus and 45W charging. Whether you're upgrading from an earlier Galaxy phone, another Android phone, or jumping ship from the iPhone, you'll find the best all-round flagship for you is likely Samsung's Galaxy S20 Plus. With price tags expected to balloon for the upcoming OnePlus 8 series, it's still a good time to consider the OnePlus 7T. It's a fantastic affordable flagship that's only gotten better since its launch in October. It's a lightning-quick handset with a smooth, clean software experience and a 90Hz OLED panel. It's also more pocket and hand-friendly than many other phones on this list, so you needn't carry around a big slippery glass slab. The OnePlus 7T's camera experience also comes close to that of the more expensive 7T Pro, so you get triple cameras, ultra-wide, regular and telephoto, and surprisingly good low-light shots thanks to the Nightscape mode as well. Google's Pixel 4 series arrived to a fairly lukewarm reception late last year, but the phones have improved considerably over the past few months. Not only does the Pixel series still have some of the best Android software out there, but Google still leads the pack in terms of computational photography. That's using smartphone software magic to make photos look better. As well as the legendary HDR Plus captures we've enjoyed on every Pixel phone to date, plus night sight for some of the best night shots out there, there's also the new astrophotography mode if you've got a tripod and a clear sky. Better still, the Pixel 4 series has seen a pretty significant price reduction in recent months, so it's now possible to get hold of either the Pixel 4 or 4 XL for a lot less than their expensive launch day prices. The baby Galaxy S20 proves that in 2020 you don't have to sacrifice power for pocketability. It's based around the same powerful platform as the S20 Plus, with the same camera setup save for the lack of a rear depth sensing camera. Also in the US there's currently no version that works with millimeter wave 5G, but you probably don't really care about much of that stuff. If you're picking up a standard S20 you care about the fast screen, the gorgeous design and the generous colour palette. You'll also care about decent battery life for once in a small Android phone, thanks to the 4000 mAh cell inside. Even though so much of the attention in the high-end space goes to phones the size of a dinner plate, the Samsung Galaxy S20 proves there's still plenty of life in pint-sized flagships. It's still early days for foldables, but there's no doubt the Galaxy Z Flip has been the most compelling foldy phone we've seen thus far. It's certainly not cheap at just shy of $1,400 in the States, and you'll need to make do with just 2 rear cameras, last year's processor and a smaller battery, but no other phone offers the versatility and pocketability of the Z Flip, while also delivering a big, tall, highly usable screen. If you long for the days when phones were both powerful and flippy, and you've got the cash to spare, the futuristic Galaxy Z Flip is the handset for you. This one's a bit tricky because there is a new Moto G coming, known as the Moto G8 outside the United States, and when that arrives you should probably substitute that in for our best budget pick here. In the meantime, the Moto G7 has the basics down while being 1/3 the price of a more expensive flagship. The mid-range specs won't set the world alight, but they are powerful enough for most stuff you'll do on a phone, and the software is typical great Motorola fare, stock Android with some extra helpful features. The phone has a modern design that won't look out of place in 2020, and the screen is a nice and large 6.2 inches with a respectable 1080p resolution. Plus you also get some nice to have extras like the good old fingerprint scanner and dual cameras with portrait mode. Even with the S20 Ultra on sale, the Note 10 Plus is still worth a look, and not just because it's significantly cheaper than Samsung's newer models. The Note 10 takes everything that was great about last year's S10 Plus, with the notable exception of a headphone jack, and builds on it with a larger battery, a bigger screen, and new stylus-toting tricks. There's a reason why Note fans say the only thing that can replace a Note is another Note, and the most recent device in the series also gives you the option to save some money by going for the cheaper 4G model. So for top-notch email security on your shiny new Android phone, check out the sponsor of this video, Protonmail. Protonmail is obsessive about keeping your mail secure using end-to-end encryption. That means after the messages are encrypted, they can only be decrypted by the account owner. So even Protonmail servers don't see your messages in transit. It's available on Android, iOS, and the web, and even if the other person you're mailing doesn't use Protonmail, you still get extra security thanks to zero-access encryption. Plus, Protonmail is based in Switzerland, which, in addition to having some great chocolate, cheese, and skiing, has among the strongest data protection and privacy laws in the world. To get started and keep those prying eyes off your email, hit the link in the description below, and thanks again to Protonmail for sponsoring this video. That's it for now. Stay tuned for our coverage of the Oppo Find X2 Pro and Huawei P40 series, among other great stuff, and subscribe so you don't miss all of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.